Hey Scorpio, welcome to my channel Missing Link Tarot. I'm glad you're here today. It's going to be fabulous. I am going to warn you I'm doing things a little bit differently, but I mean ultimately the same. I'll explain when I get there. I have pre-shuffled the cards, so let's just go ahead and get into it. Do want to remind you not all readings will resonate with everyone, so if this doesn't sound like it's for you, I'm sorry. I hope you find the help that you need. You might want to check out your moon rising or Venus sign. Venus if you're looking for love. But let's just go ahead and get into it. We'll see if it's for you fairly quickly, I hope. All right. What can I get for Scorpio for the week ahead? What can I get for Scorpio? All right. I want to say, yep, there it is. Okay. So with the Eight of Cups energy, Eight of Cups is that sense of leaving something behind. There is nothing good. Nothing good remains here. So we're just, packing up and moving on. It is a willful walking away, but it's not necessarily something that you're happy about. But we did here get the Four of Wands. So the Four of Wands is actually a very happy card. This is a completion of labors. This is the celebration after you have done all the hard work. And then we did also get Judgment. Judgment is about forgiveness, truth, clarity. It could be personal freedom, a rebirth, a second chance, anything like that. You could have walked away from something which ultimately has started something new for you, which would be fantastic. Do I need anything else for Scorpio from the Rider deck at this time? Cool. All right. So this is where things get a little bit different. I am bringing in a new deck. This is the Shadowscapes Tarot. Shadowscapes Tarot deck. I have been using this off camera, but I am still not the I feel confident enough to use it, but it's gone a little bit slower. So I am putting it in as my my first clarifiers, and then my second clarifiers. I will be using the Wild Unknown because I am more proficient and quick about that. So let's see. Can I clarify the Four of Wands, please? Okay, so we do have Five of Swords as the energy for this first set of clarifiers. So the Five of Swords energy is typically, this is that it's kind of like a going into battle. So Five of Swords is typically about, a dishonorable loss or, loss during a quarrel or a battle. But in this card, in this deck, I get going into battle with companions or with helpers. This guy, he looks like he's prepared. He looks ready to go. He's, taken on his stance and everything. He has, these friends that are willing to help him out. I'm not sure. I don't really get dishonor from this guy, but I get more like a preparing for battle. So, that being said, oh, very nice. We did get the Three of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. So the Three of Pentacles is all about that teamwork, that joint focus on a goal, that determination, that being willing to work together to get something done, having that strategy and that discipline to get it done. And then the Four of Pentacles is all about that legacy, having those, having something to pass down to the future generations. But it is also about possession or control of wealth. What are we going to do with it? How are we going to, be stable with it, be balanced? This doesn't have to be a reading about money. For me, Pentacles are anything that you put value on. So it could very well be a love reading. If you value love the way that I do, which I think most people would. So, that being said, it could also be about you know, having everything that you want, like material possessions. You know, if you're like, I always wanted a Roomba, then being able to go out and get that Roomba. If you don't know what a Roomba is, it's the robot vacuum. I think everybody should know by now, but just in case. All right, can we clarify judgment, please? I don't know. Do you want it or not? All right. Very good. Oh, okay. All right, bottom of the deck energy. We did get the King of Pentacles. So, let's see if I can hold it up so you can see it. I don't know if it's blurry or not because the angle is interesting, but let's see if it'll clear. A little bit, maybe. Okay, anyways, King of Pentacles. He's a very steady and diligent king. He's very secure and calm and gentle, passionate, very stable. I love this artwork, how they put him in kind of as a tree, showing his stability. So, anybody who meets those requirements, it could be somebody who is, you know, who does have wealth already, somebody who is financially stable. Let's put it that way. And I did get the Ace of Cups. So the Ace of Cups is all about love's new beginnings. The beginning of love. Somebody might be tongue-tied about this, wanting to come in with this cup of love, but not really knowing how or what to say about it. You know, I'm getting that kind of childish, not childish, more like the butterflies scared feeling of, you know, what am I gonna say? Like, how am I gonna say this the right way without, you know, looking like a fool? I wanna say it right. But I do feel like somebody is getting a second chance at love, starting a new love. Yeah, so far I'm getting that I'm kind of getting the Four of Wands as a couple wanting to come in together to celebrate, or wanting to celebrate a couple specifically. But it doesn't have to be. It's going to take it however it resonates with you. If it's something more like, you know, completion, like you've worked hard to get a job so that you are financially stable, then celebrating that, that's fabulous as well. Okay. All right, I am going to get into the wild unknown now. I feel confident with these cards that I have out. I do feel like somebody could be starting a new love and just really wanting to work on that as a team to make sure that the pentacles are getting there, to make sure that there's legacy, or it doesn't have to be about money, you know, just legacy in regards to having a family, starting a family, being able to start a family. Do we need to clarify the Three of Pentacles? Can we clarify the Three of Pentacles for Scorpio? Interesting. Oh, okay. So when we did start out, we did have the Eight of Cups on the bottom of the deck, the energy for our rider pool. So I did want to remind you about that. That's popped up. But anyways, this energy is the Nine of Pentacles. So the Nine of Pentacles is all about legacy, the rewards from your hard work. You know, this is, you've worked hard, now you get to reap the benefits. So, that being said, we did get the Eight of Cups here, which is nothing good remains, no hope remains here, you know, get out of Dodge. And then we did get the Son of Wands. Sorry, my dog is here distracting me. Go lay down. Go. It's like, sorry. Okay, so the Son of Wands is the Knight of Wands. He is very charming and attractive and adventurous and friendly. He is a slow-moving knight, though. In this case, he is a, well, he's at a standstill. He is standing his ground. I do get a bit of, being on the defensive side, not necessarily, defensive in like an argument, but like defending. He is all about defending himself. Yes, defending himself and his honor. Sorry. I got slip of the tongue again. This could be our person who has this Ace of Cups, cup of love, or who's feeling that jittery feeling. I want to say they want to work on something together as a team in order to achieve this Four of Wands completion, this Four of Wands victory or celebration, because um, of this Eight of Cups, because they had to leave something behind, because they were um, hopeless about something, about a situation. Hmm. Somebody might have had to leave an old job if this is about a work situation. They might have had to leave their old position, like they weren't able to move up. Maybe they weren't getting promoted. They weren't getting the raise that they needed. Could be something like that. Because the Ace of Cups doesn't have to be about love specifically. It can be about any type of just being emotional. It's typically very positive emotions, unless, we get like the negative side, the negative cups cards. But interesting. We clarify the Four of Pentacles, please. Okay, with Two of Swords energy. So Two of Swords is, this is that stalemate, that blind decision, not being able to decide, potentially a blocked vision, maybe, some kind of blockage. There's typically no progression there. It could be just that you don't have all the information, which could indicate, even just the inability to see into the future, see what the future holds. You might not be so sure about what's going to happen, and that's keeping you from making a decision. But we do have the Chariot here. So the Chariot is all about taking the reins of your life. It's about having that set intention, that strong will, that fixed gaze. You set your sights on something and then you go out there and you get it. Okay, this is like not holding back. This is like going out there to be triumphant, to get what you want. I feel like you have your sights set on this legacy and you are definitely willing to work on it, to get it done. There is a blockage, some kind of blockage. I can't tell you what it is. It's going to be different for everybody, but this is the Ten of Wands. This is all about blockages and burdens. This is some kind of period of difficulty. It could indicate that there is, it could be mental or physical, some kind of barrier. Something is standing between you and your legacy. Something is standing between you and reaching your goals. I'm going to put it down. I want to put it down here. Card setup is very important to me. If you've been watching my videos, you would know. Okay, Five of Wands. Five of Wands is that this is all about competition. This is like it could be a lack of focus, and for this card I always get scattered focus. It could just be some kind of struggle. In this case, I feel like it's an internal conflict. I feel like you're just not able to decide, and that's what the issue is. You don't know how to proceed with this. You have this blockage. You're not sure what to do about it. But we do have the Seven of Wands, which is good. The Seven of Wands is all about having that courage and that inner strength to stand up for yourself and your beliefs. Maybe it's that maybe you want to come in to your boss with, the idea that you want to raise, and you have to stand up for yourself in that sense. In that case, the boss would be kind of the blockage. um, the internal struggle is how am I going to approach this, because I'm scared. What if he says no? What am I going to do about that? What if I say something and he just gets an attitude, and then later decides that he's going to fire me for whatever reason he feels like, because he's my boss. So it could be something going on like that. Um, if this is a love reading, though, of course, I mean, it's going to be different. If you feel like this is more about what's going on with you and your partner, then I feel like, you're trying to work on things to set it up so that you have enough, so that you have enough together. Um, it could be that this Eight of Cups could indicate that whatever period, like this could be a period that has passed now, that like you were at a place where you felt like, man, there's really no hope left here. We can't keep doing things this way. Because then we do also have Judgment over here, which could indicate that you're starting fresh again. So if you're working with an existing partner, this could be, starting fresh. Well, how are we going to get past this? Because in order for us to begin something new, we have to be able to get over this obstacle, whatever this is, and somebody trying to work it out, but I feel like somebody is going to have an idea of how we can make this work. And if it's a new relationship, something similar. There's definitely a blockage. Somebody is having, it could be an internal or external conflict regarding it, but ultimately somebody is going to have that idea and that courage and that strength to stand up for themselves. So, which is good, regardless of whatever else is happening. Somebody's going to take the reins and go for it. Can we clarify the Ace of Cups, please, for Scorpio? Okay, so Six of Pentacles energy, which is Six of Pentacles is having enough, is having that abundance, having enough to give, to share, to be generous with. We did get the Mother of Swords. So the Mother of Swords is the Queen of Swords. She is very perceptive and all-seeing. She is very sharp and critical. It could be somebody who has been divorced or widowed, but it doesn't have to be. She is just like Mother of Swords energy is somebody who she will make head over heart decisions, and she can be very cutting. She can cut somebody out because they are not positively impacting her life. So if in the event it is a work situation, she would not be afraid to quit her job if she knew that there was a better job out there that would pay her what she feels like she is worth. If it's a relationship, same thing. She is not afraid to cut out somebody who's not positively impacting her life. Like that's just the way that she is. Or it doesn't necessarily mean that she's like that all the time. This is just the energy that she's taking on currently. And again, it doesn't have to be female. It could definitely be a male in your situation. But I feel like this person is wanting to, I want to say they're starting over with regards to some kind of emotional situation. Or they could have just received clarity about a situation, or some kind of truth came out. And it could have been her. She could have, whoever the Mother of Swords is, could have been very honest, very blunt, very, very truthful. Regarding a situation. Do I need clarification on the Mother of Swords? We're good on that. I feel like I'm missing something. Do I need to clarify the Seven of Wands? Okay, so whatever this, whoever is standing up for themselves, they're standing up for themselves because they've just gone through a Ten of Swords moment. Ten of Swords is all about a backstabbing, drama, um, ruin, rock bottom. Somebody feels like the victim in some kind of situation. And as the victim, um, they, as the victim, they went through something that was hard. It was hard on them. So because of that, they're taking a stand for themselves, which is awesome. Way to go. We did get the Father of Wands energy for that. So the Father of Wands is very passionate. He's very honest and stable and creative. But he is also, sorry, you can't even, getting distracted over here looking at other stuff. Yeah, he's very stable. But he does have a nasty bite. He will stand up for himself. He is able to defend himself, and he will do it. He's not the kind of guy who just goes out there to start a fight. He's not the starter. He's the finisher. He's going to stand up for himself. If he's been wronged, he will fight back. So I want to say that is the energy that's coming from this, from standing up for yourself. So just to break it down real quick, I have here somebody who is going to celebrate, if not celebrating already, celebrating an achievement because they are going to work together with someone in order to gain this legacy or this ability to have this legacy. It could be like, you and somebody else could be starting a new project, like starting a new business or something like that. I don't know, whatever it is for you guys. But working together with somebody because they've just gone through a difficult period where things just weren't working out the way that they should have been, the way that they needed to be. There was some kind of issue that arose where somebody felt like they were really the victim, but now they've decided they're going to take the reins on their life. They are going to take charge. They're tired of being whatever, hurt in this way, put in this position, whatever has happened. They are tired of this crap. Ultimately, they're tired of it all. They are standing up for themselves. They are, you know, taking on that responsibility of being in charge of their own life and ready to go out and to do it. And they're starting this new thing. They're being, very. I want to say they're being very critical in how they're going about doing it. They're just being very straightforward. I feel like they are emotional about it, but at the same time, they are also being very, very smart. Very like planning. I want to get planning. I want to say planning ahead. I'm getting planning ahead. Like they are planning the steps that they need to take. They're like, okay, how is this going to impact me? Is this going to be positive or negative? If it's negative, I'm getting rid of it. If it's positive, we'll progress forward, see how it goes. Just like how are all these steps going to fit in? But definitely taking control here, which is great. Yeah. Okay. Can I get some advice, please? Oh, very good. Okay. So, Two of Swords, that indecision. If you are still having that feeling of indecision, trying to make that blind, that blind decision, not knowing really what to do. Am I going to do this or am I not going to do this? Like, what's happening? I did get. I want to say this is all about. This is all about that Seven of Wands, that having that courage to stand up for yourself. That, and taking the reins in the situation. We did get the Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups is it could indicate greed, but in this is not what I'm getting. I'm getting, that feeling of wanting more, longing for more. like being discontent with the way that things are and knowing you deserve better. And I feel like you're right. You do deserve better. Whatever it is that you're going through, shouldn't be happening if it's like you're not getting paid enough or whatever is going on. I feel like, this is justified. You do deserve more, because we do have here the sun, and the sun is all about that clarity. So it's okay to want more. You are definitely in the right. Um, you know, so if you were having doubts about that, am I just being greedy? No, I don't feel like you're being greedy at all. The sun is all about that enlightenment. It's about that hope and that clarity and that joy and, prosperity. So I do feel like, you know, just like I feel like I want you to stay positive in this, just knowing that it's okay that you want more. Just be positive about this situation. Um, I want to say this one's next. We did get the Seven of Pentacles. So the Seven of Pentacles is, we should have been further along than this. And you are right. You should have been further along than this. I don't know what happened, but there is, definitely, this is like that perceived lack of rewards, lack of abundance from all your hard work. You've worked so hard. I feel like you've worked really hard in this and that there have been setbacks. Yeah, but you should have been further along than this. This was unnecessary. Whatever is happening, I want to say that at least the feeling that I'm getting, the I don't know how to describe it. The feeling that I am taking on from this reading that I wasn't feeling before. This is like a thing that happens when I do readings. The feeling that I'm getting is yeah, you're right. You should be further along than this. This is unnecessary. Whatever has happened was definitely unnecessary. I don't know why, but it's making me really emotional. And I feel like that is the case for you. I do have the Mother of Cups here, and she is all about her emotions. She does follow her heart. The Mother of Cups is very insightful. She is, very, very honest, very gentle. She can be psychic, or at least, she appears to be psychic. She's, she could be somebody who is, an empath, or somebody who's able to read people's feelings so well that they think that she's reading their minds. Like she's got this down. She's observant. She has this ability to read into things more than most people would. So I want to say here that what this is saying is, if you are unable to decide about what to do about this situation, um, go ahead and take the reins. Go ahead and you know stand up for yourself. And this is, you are in the right. Okay, if it's a love situation, protect your cup of love for sure. Um, to just, I want to say, you're not being greedy. Just to be clear, you're not being greedy. You are in the right. Okay, you should be further along than this. So whatever has happened was definitely wrong. I want to say there was no justice in the situation. You are in the right. Go ahead, take the reins, do what you feel like you got to do. Follow your intuition on this one. Okay? Um, that's what I'm getting for you. So it's funny because I'm telling you all these things and I have no idea what's going on. But I'm sure you know, and I'm sure it made sense to you. All right. So good deal. If you enjoyed my reading, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Subscribe below if you'd like to see more. Click the bell if you want to know, when my next reading comes out. I do post weekly readings. Sometimes you get two. It's just whenever I'm guided to do so. So if you click the bell, you'll just know when the reading comes out and you won't have to think, is it there? Um, yeah, cool. So I hope to feel your presence again soon. Bye.